So, I actually wanted to show you Amalgamation or Zaskarn, but I didn't actually record those. So instead, we're going to be looking at Forgotten Experiments. I got rank 1 here. It's also kind of the only raid fight I recorded, so it's good. Probably won't hold this for long, but that's okay. Most people are playing Chain Reaction, so guys, there's no real reason to do that. Chain Reaction is only 0.1% better and full sustain cleave, and this is not full sustain cleave, and Slick Ice is better for proc generation, so I might as well play it. I'm not really playing around the ads at all, really. Just the 1-2 target cleave. Here, I actually Comet Storm, as you can see. On bosses like this that move a lot when you initially pull them, I would actually delay your Comet Storm Ray Frost combo until your second flurry combo. So instead what that would look like is I just Frostbolt flurried, I would consume my Winter's Chill with Ice Lances, and I would just Glacial Spike, Flurry, Comet Storm, Ice Lance, Ray Frost. And that would delay my Frozen Orb until I'd use the Fingers Frost from Ray Frost. So like here, in this Glacial Spike Flurry, I would have then followed it with the Comet Storm, Ice Lance, Ray Frost. But yeah, instead I do the Orb. And then I'm shifting power in when I'm not going to overcap on Fingers of Frost. Doesn't really matter, but you know, it's a little bit better. I sent my Comet Storm right there, and it's gonna miss, which is not fun. Dwarf this bleed off, because I'm playing Ice Cold, even though there's not really a reason to play Ice Cold in this fight. It's probably better to play Ice Block, so you can actually remove the charge if you get multiple things of it, or if you know, don't have Dwarf Racial. That should have been a Ray Frost, but it doesn't matter much. This is fine. Didn't really delay it, so. On 2 target, you want to send your Glacial Spike even if you're not shattering it, always. But I end up shattering these, so. I don't want a shifting power here because my Comet Storm's not on cooldown, but now that it is, and I'm shifting power into Winter Chill, that's very good. Just minor, you know, min-max stuff, though. It's pretty intuitive, though. Here, it might have been better to save my Lust for like my next Icy Veins, because I'm only getting 1 more Lust in the fight, but next Lust wouldn't have been 2 targets. I think this was worth it. And this definitely should not have been a haste usage of my spoils. I should have waited to get something that wasn't haste, because I'm in Lust at the moment. So press barrier when I could just press ice cold, and that's off GCDs. Would have been good since I'm in my cooldowns. Ice Lance while moving, you know, not ideal. I do have Shimmer, so I could have Glacial Spiked. And then I may cancel Shifting Power here because I don't want to accidentally die to that thing. Whether or not I Glacial Spike with Winter's Chill or not doesn't really matter here. Ray Frost higher priority Glacial Spike, so I just use it there. I'm actually going to ignore this Glacial Spike to like Ice Lance the ads twice, and then go back to Glacial Spike. And then the boss is kind of just going to die from here. So, since I was already casting the Frostbolt, right, you just want to follow it with a Flurry, even if it gets you to over 5 Icicles. Here I delayed my Comet Storm a bit for some reason. I actually don't even end up really using on these ads because I go in the opposite direction. So they doesn't really do any damage. And then I overcap Icicles once there. This should have been Ray Frost, but it's alright. This also should have been a Comet Storm, and then I Also delayed Ray of Frost again. So it's gonna lose me a use of Comet Storm in the fight, but it's not gonna lose me a use of Ray of Frost. I just did no precast so I could get some cleave damage on the heads. But yeah, you can see if I didn't really delay my Comet Storm that much, I probably would have gotten extra use. Anyway, that probably was hopefully some relatively helpful commentary. Ominous Chromatic Essence didn't drop still, so we're quite sad about that. It's about 1800 DPS for me, and I want to stop using spoils because it's annoying to use with a bunch of casted spells to get the right condition. Have a good rest of your day.